A glorious day from here, all the lovers of freedom. God bless you all richly. My next prayer is you are aware in all your ways. Please, if you are watching, kindly do me a favor and also yourself a favor by sharing this very broadcast. So this gospel is a part and parcel of what we come to this life to come and do. Don't always see the gospel as a kind of the way our people have used it to bastardize our society. See that you are passing a vital information to other people. See it as something that you are doing to also help your society so that they are rightly informed, so that they will not be badly deformed. So that's the perspective we should be seeing it from. If we keep on seeing it as something that you have to go to church, maybe open up the Bible, no, it's not about that. And there's something that really weakened me. It weakened my heart. A friend of mine called me from Madrid that we lost one of our comrades in BENIN. That should be precisely last week. So I just heard about the information and I'm very, very dumbfounded. Nothing in this life. It is a German base. Comrade OSARUWENSE OGBEIDE. The way he died, very surprising. So it's very painful. Nothing in this life, for those of you where they do kata kata, they do kitty kitty. Nothing in this life. Nothing in this life. That's why I've told us several times we don't know, but if you are too careful at times, you become too careless. That's why I like one thing about my life. I dey talk on the way. If you like, go eat your hair for war. Who just what insult I go give them? Because not today this life. If you what insult, I will give them to you. Because we are not today this life. This is a man, whenever time you discover him, he's just 53 years old. You know the form you know the diary. This is Comrade OSARUWENSE OGBEIDE. A lot of people, I guess, a lot of people know him in Germany. I'm going to be showing us the picture here. I think it's very dehydrating. I was even telling my friend to just say that it's a prank, but the picture is there. So such is life. So a lot of us might know him, and he's a very close friend to Obaseki. This is the guy here. The guy is still full of life. Still full of life. So you know barak bona man. Una way just they do kata kata, they do kitty kitty. The few times where you get, you say you don't want to use and fight for a better society. So I mean here you now. So what you leave behind before you die, it what matters, you know. I showed something on my page the other day how fella live his life. Today we call the fella a legend, or he was an hero. There was a statement fella made that his own kind of music is a revolutionary music. That things that happen in society use it to sing. Then I now remember Ambassador Sayomore. At the same time, I remember Nowamagbe. I remember two of them. Why did I remember them? If these people were encouraged, these were the real musicians we have in our society. Not all these people Because of the reflection, it is difficult to see at times. Maybe I'll be putting it on my page later. Now the reflection. If you are in outside like this, it's very difficult to do a lot of things. Please bear with me. Josie Rosa, bear with me, please. Very difficult. I will put it on my page later so that we will see. You know. And I remember the Wamagbe and Ambassador Sayamure Joseph. Now, what happened in our society is it was of what we are supposed to use to sing. That through your song, people can correct their mixes. Through your song, the government can know that, yes, what they are doing to us is bad. Not because Sayamure sees a Babanawa, Gidanawa. But go and look at Sayamure today. Nobody recognizes him again. No. But all these fake artists now, we go join Nollywood. Now just go. Small girl, go build mansion. We are not ask, waiting till change the mansion. We don't bother care. So the narrative we are seeing, it go hard. It go hard. Our musical artists, they don't say the truth. Also look at Bob Marley. He was true song, he was fighting for his freedom, fight for the people. But ever since those people left right now, they don't see the revolutionary music. Okay, look at the kind of activism today. It is real. That's why carry your money go. If you don't greet me, okay, we have a Kemen, you know. If you don't greet, okay, we have a Kemen now. That's why you see, now don't get bloggers, Paso. But how many of them talk about better society? But these are the people you go and celebrate tomorrow. Just to come on media, constitute nuisance. These are the people who celebrate. As we speak, the same thing that happened in Canada. Ottawa in Canada. A state of emergency has been declared. Because people are trying to fight against the narrative. One world government. They are fighting against it. They are fighting a great reset. They are fighting so that their children will not be turned to zombies. They are fighting to retain humanity. But what are you fighting for? Blood of Jesus. So it is very disgusting. So the few time you have to live on this world, use and do better thing. Because the kind of society where you create down and now your children won't live. Property that now will get to the live for our children under normal conditions. It's not supposed to even be a building. Fight for a better society where your children will live. That's why, you know, a lot of people try to change the narrative we had before. That people will be saying, particularly some stupid Benin people, Enika will not be juju. Enika will mean your great-great-grandfather. That's what Enika means. And a lot of you take ancestors to be juju. Ancestors not be juju. When we are talking about your ancestors, it means your forefathers. Ancestors not be juju. Your forefather not be your ancestors. What kind of life did they put for ground for you to live? Mumu. Sophisticated morons. That's why the energy I was having to dish out a topic today is somehow low, but I will still try to activate it. As a good soldier, I will still try to activate it. I will. And God will give me the enabling grace to activate it. I will. So as I'm doing my sharing from here, just kindly try and do your also. So we know how they do them. So in New Zealand, something good is happening there. Something great is happening in New Zealand. Something is happening. And what is happening there, it is on your favor. So a treat near the New Zealand Parliament in Wellington were blocked today. Similar thing you see in Canada, what you are seeing in New Zealand. You know, I told you before that the government of New Zealand is going to be coming down. The one of Australia will be coming down. Canada will be coming down. Every bad government, as far as this world is concerned, is going to be coming down. And a lot of people are beginning to call me prophet. Not just calling me prophet for formality's sake or just a nickname. I've already seen what's going to happen tomorrow. So all the fake government, they are going to come down. Because what they want to do to humanity, man. So that's that. Please, if you are watching, don't hesitate to share, please. If you are watching, make sure you share. By the grace of God, I will activate the spirit, because the dry bones shall live again. That was why when God called Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel 37. He said, do you think this dry bone will live again? Ezekiel said, thou knowest, my Lord. So, we will do it again. God have done it before. He will do it again and again. Please, if you are watching, make sure you share, to the glory of God and to the shame of devil. So this one now is not killed by armed robber. This very man that died, according to the story, that they automatically saw him after the party they attend. They later saw him on top of his vehicle at GROA. So, so it's not easy. Please, if you are watching, make sure you share. I also do my sharing from here before we go into the biz of the day. Even during Obaseki inauguration, the guy was there. I have a lot of pictures he personally sent to me that I took with Obaseki. He and Obaseki get personal rapport, you know. So it is very painful that it happens. Please do not hesitate to share. I'm going to be introducing the topic as usual. I will be introducing the topic to us. Beware of people that work in a very low frequency. Beware of people. VVP Madrid, thank God that you are here. God bless you. I'm just talking about the Comrade OSARUWENSE, OGBEIDE, you know. So the gentle soul continue to rest in peace. So look at the struggle. He came abroad for a greener pasture. He just went back home now. May just go see Mopsy, you know, do one or two things. So waiting did the life. So I think the few time we have, let us join hands together to fight for a better society. I get the society, thank God he was a comrade who also want better things for people around him. If you have committed evil in our society today now, the children will pick it up. So that's why whatever thing you are doing, remember that there are people you are leaving behind here, you know, so nobody knows tomorrow. So beware of people that work in a low frequency. I've told you this before, but I'm reiterating again. And one thing, I put it here today as, it already paid me, say, man, when did news take on? Because the way I wanted to do my broadcast today, I've come and let a lot of people know that you can say you are educated and you are still a goat. There are people that are educated, but they are sophisticated morons. I hate when people compare education with intelligence. I hate it. I don't always want to see it. I hate it. You can be educated at the same time. You will be an intellectual. We have them in our society today. You see Wale Soyinka, you see the old graduate that we had. If they really go to school or go through them, at least our educated people are supposed to be the one fighting for a better society for us. Why we not go to school so? With the illiterate, then we go fall down, they look them. Where our graduate today? They are nowhere to be found. So I really want to dissect, because the other day I was talking about education from a secular perspective. That is not all about you go to Ekpoma and all of that. Education, another form, we say is the best legacy you can give to a child. A good society is the best legacy. Teach your children a good society. Morals. But a lot of people, if they pick up Bible right now, before you talk one thing, they don't put it into writing. But they cannot bring out something good from their head. They cannot metamorphose anything. Because why? They are not intelligent. We are going to be going to that. Let me finish introducing the topic. You don't know how powerful you are until you stand up. You don't know how powerful you are until you stand up. You know, I told you some time ago that Exodus 14:14, God will fight your fight and you will hold your peace. What you have to fight for, though, you have to evaluate your fight. That's why systematically, if you what was happening in society today, we have a lot of problems. Now, you can choose whichever formula you want to use to solve some certain problems. A lot of people may want to use algebraic equation. A lot of people want to do it simultaneous equation. But for me, I like to use almighty formula. That's why the Bible said, even Jeremiah told the people, no, Joshua, he told the people, he said, choose who you are going to serve these days. Either you are going to serve the God which your father served that was on the other side of the water, or you are going to serve the living God. He said, I for one, he said, go to serve a living God. So, we are uniquely unique and differently different. People that work in a low frequency, they always support evils. Because that's what their spirit accepts. Like me now, my spirit know they accept nonsense. That's why they have a method. Anybody that come here to come and do anyhow, it's your body ravi you. That's what I'm going to be doing. You cannot expect me. I'm going to be explaining you the reason why I derived that method. You may count it as say I don't get respect because I have to fight for myself because I never see you one day fighting for me. For YouTube, they carry anywhere they carry my video. Now let me one day they insult. Now me spoil the community. Now me give you na Buhari. So egbe kimene. So when I do we me, be me na who we it's your body ravi you even know what that. And maybe never ne body gberu where you were so that you cannot afford the cow right now. Because a cow if you do or my berry how many cow you buy, you cannot afford to cow because you are already a sophisticated morons. So everybody should stay clear away from community. If you do anyhow, I don't lie insulting children because your father brought you up and your mother brought you up in a very wrong you. Give it in Jesus' name by. So if you like, you can say I'm your enemy. I doesn't give a damn. When Jesus Christ is mad, I was a 3 years old, and he was a very good person. So that's that. So we are going there right now. We are going there. You don't know how powerful you are until you stand up. All evil government and leaders will be removed worldwide. All evil government and leader will be removed worldwide. I've told you before, but I want to remind you again. And don't forget that we have to changing the narrative of yesterday is what we are still doing. You are created to create, which you should have that part of your mind. Until you change the system, nothing good can happen. This very system of government, this very system that is going around the world today, we have to change it. That's why today the trumpet have come and change the system. The death of Jesus Christ, because it was written, it was not a true something that really happened physical. Now, God reached same person now. That because all these cabal you are saying, they started a long time ago. They couldn't change, they couldn't put it on audio. Now that's why you are seeing a lot of things happening. People are planning for a great reset. Why people are saying no, we are going to be having a better life. So things are changing. That's why you are seeing what you have not seen before. I tell you right now, 60% of people who collected injection, they are down. A lot of them, their sugar level have increased. A lot of them, they have high blood pressure. You know, people are senseless. That's why they are not intelligent enough. That's why they don't know what's wrong with them. Things are really happening. Things are really happening. You are created to create. Until you change the system, nothing will happen. End fake pastor. Our late comrade, OSARUWENSE, we are deeply saddened for your passing away. We, your fellow patriots, we always remember you in our prayer. May the Lord keep your children and your siblings. We are deeply sorry to hear about the passing of our brother, Comrade OGBEIDE OSARUWENSE, German base. He died in Benin City. That's life. For those of you that say, "One cafe," so you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Now that's why you have to pick up a fight. I told you the other day, your service is what matters. If the Zekiah have not done something good, the reason why at times there are people who are wow, even so also no wete ogionba to God is it ogionba. That's how I know that people are very, very stupid. You are using sentiment. The Bible said the first shall be the last and the last shall be the first. And what that person is condemning, any cow does not even need it. There is not a weird bead that make you know that you are close to any cow. Excepting the manipulated any cow. So your service is your security. We have to be very, very careful. Please, don't use excitement to do anything. Now, time where you want to spend, now you want to spend. You know, guy, you want to be. The people that fight there, hey, when Obaseki came out, I said the guy mentioned my name. And he might mention it in the end. Please, don't over flog this very issue. Don't over amplify it. What Obaseki meant is not like this. He insulted me at the end of the day, Uncle. They just felt I need to talk about that if at all wahuna. Now, I can agmomuge imi muge. Agmogi pakpa imi na agekho. Now, there is a musician beneath that sang. He says, "Salira mege kho mege, ya me kho na yari abi oma." So you are not the one to manipulate the gods. No, you cannot use the gods against his people. If we are to be living in a normal society, and the best, it go to me, go to son. And some other person. I put myself at the best because why? What our forefather needs is what I'm doing. Now, let me first of all deviate a little first. To just put this in here. A lot of you think it is not every of our father that were wicked. The life we are living today, people left it before. There are people right now who don't care, who know Yilawa. They support all manner of evils. There were fathers like that who are the Nikals today. They count them as a Nikal. Why there were some of our fathers? The charm they have, they use it to fight against the people that use their own charm to kill innocent children. Ibla said, "We know they see my face." Am I communicating here? Some of our fathers, a lot of people just feel, build up the non-man. What about any cow is not there? What are you using the herb for? Is what will make the cow to be present. So this life from time immemorial, it has been fighting. It has been kingdom of darkness. The bad people trying to rule. It started a long time ago. What you are experiencing today now, your father also experienced it. They suppressed your father. If they suppressed my own ancestors, I will not give that time for them to suppress me because my ancestors is also behind me. Ancestors not be juju. Ancestors not be your forefathers. That's why a lot of people, because the reason why at times I always want to break a lot of things. God told me, say, you think a lot of people are educated, but they are not intelligent. So because these people who are sophisticated morons, intellectuals, ozu moron, have a wobi, wakmadede, he said, be breaking it. So that there will not be too much misconception. He said you can shout from now till tomorrow. You feel they attend university, Ekboma, na lie, he said always break it down. That's what I'm telling you today. Ancestors don't be juju. Enika means your papa will don't fair rain, your great-great-grandfather. And now who was your great-great-grandfather? There was some of your great-great-grandfather that was not indulged in human sacrifice. They never involved in it. They tried to fight against people that were doing it. Your ancestors is your God. They have a covenant with God. Some of them pray that Any of my great-grandchildren, they will be great. Imagine right now, as I'm doing this thing right now, automatically, I'm setting up a record for children who only marry. My children will born, my children. Automatically, the fight I fought, what I put down, and the result in it, or the gain that come out of it, all the assume we make here. That's why a lot of people just feel the way you just thought they are going where you're. Me, why you even sweet dreams? I still have sweet dreams. So that's why your work, your service will also, have something to do with your security. Now, if we are talking about education, that someone is educated, that to say you don't know how to read and write. The ogak patak of them all. That is why God knows that this is going to be happening. God does not really mind education, the school you are going to take your children to. That's why some of our forefathers, they couldn't take us to school. But we grow up and say education is the best legacy you can give to your child. Now, that is to say they are systematically telling you that any man that couldn't train children in school is not a good father. But there are fathers that couldn't train their children in school. But there were a lot of things they were inculcating into their children. Intelligence. They always caution their children. Because my people are not intelligent or young vegetation, but they feel they are educated. The people that took this thing, stab me here, give me for here. Even when I say so sorry, for reserve, are the educated people. What the intelligent ones? You may not go to school, but you are intelligent. And I'm going to be giving you the dictionary meaning. Or the our papa te put down. The meaning of intelligence. Then if you are talking about intelligence, we are talking about having a good understanding. Or a high mental capacity quick to comprehend as a person or animal. At times you see this animal is intelligent because he's doing what you never expected of him to do. There are some dogs right now, he's very intelligent. When we get educated, no, he's intelligent. Your mental capacity is very high. You are highly inflammable. You question everything that you don't understand. You don't just take it. Imagine education will always give you something anyhow it takes you time. That's why they've educated you about the Bible. It takes an intelligent person to start finding out how really come or man who you then we are still passing through this very mess. Having a good understanding on a high mental capacity. That was why that book of Jeremiah 3 verse 15. He said, I'm going to give you a pastor according to my heart that will feed you with what? With knowledge and understanding. Say, going to give you a pastor who will tell you about the book of Revelation, who will tell you about the promises of God, who will tell you that some of the things David did, he did it as a result of this. That's why today we don't have intelligent people in our society. All we have educated morons. All those Buhari dindiris, mugus. Have a mala. I'm a graduate. How does your graduate have to do with doing research? People don't know. How does you are a graduate, you attended ECPOMA, but our vision nowhere. Today you have spike protein in your system. You are not intelligent. You are just an obedient idiot. Have you ever seen me here? They tell you, say, I graduated from ECPOMA. If I even go to school, that time I'm well because I don't even go. I want to make the grace of God they carry me to go. Who was David, a catapult boy? David was a catapult boy, not go school. But when they come and choose a king, when they came to come and select a king in the house of Jesse, all of them, they came at BSc or that, doctorate degree, Wale Soika, all of them came out. The prophet now asked, did you have any other son? He said, David the Kappa. You know, at times people will just talk you out. People never believe me at the first time now. Because I'm not in UK now. You know, I know they speak phone. They use education to rate me. But thank God for the people that know that intelligence is better than education. Intelligence in an be your part of them all. Oh, all the Kwariski. Waiting me my most response today, you know. Displaying or characterized by quickness of understanding, sound thought, or good judgment. They have a sound thought and a good judgment. Why educated people? That is anything, any way and way. A guy that called me the other day, he called me and if not for God, oh man, where was I been about? But afraid of what do you had yourself, and it is very dehydrating. Now, two Ronigbe person don't attack me. Igobas who have not attacked me, who they have not attacked me. Two Ronigbe person. The other guy, you look and say now, say this one now obedient idiot, but this are your living. He called me and he was telling me that he's going to send people to my father's house. I think I did open my house there. And now they go out of here. I never hear now say that they bomb the house. You can see how people can be used. He's in UK there. Wow, let me show you guys the picture. He don't get now. No, it's too small for me to fight with. Let me just leave that idiot. But let me show you guys the picture. Let me show you guys the picture. I don't talk to Ramo. For preaching about good thing in society, it becomes a problem to him. Look at the idiot. He said he's from Oronikbeu. Look at him. See the idiot? I know it's not clear anyway. See the idiot? And he won't make I want to deal with better people. Oh, I get governor Baseki Gwimegwan. We don't go Megwana. I'm a woo. I know you understand. You want to take Bevalegi. Okay, now waiting me they talk for my platform. I don't even they know me down way because these people they are just educated idiots. They have never had the truth before in their life. That's why I irritate them. How can I be talking about the heinous in our society? You are pissed off about it. If I told your father is a governor, wait till your party do so, other person go do until you go take him. So this is why we find ourselves. That's why all hands need to be on desk. All hands need to be on desk so that all these people, they don't have upper hand any longer. If you want to leave them to keep on having upper hand, my dear, it's going to be very, very disastrous. Then another thing again, the people that are intelligent, though, having the faculty of reasoning and understanding, processing intelligence. So you see people right now, they don't know what to think. They don't metamorphose. Educated people, they reason from one side. That's why our father those days, they pump all the children. They pump money for. They went to the university. Today, it's like they never go to school at all. It's like they never go to school at all. This is the major problem we are having. Oibo today, it is their intelligence. Imagine you attended the same school with Oibo. Oibo today is doing well. That's why, because our civil engineers are home, they are not intelligent. That's why they cannot tie road. But they have education about summate and whatever. But to put it into use becomes a problem. That's why Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 he said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And God said he's going to send you a pastor who is going to feed you with knowledge and understanding. Am I communicating? Hosea chapter 4 verse, he said, my people are destroyed. The reason why people destroy today, what is coming? What is coming? You yourself, you go, hey. That's why any person that is evil now that is pursuing you, or he pursue work by 12 months or he pursue well because and it must happen. It's a thing that will be done. We are going to be seeing the manifestation. People will always write, you say Jesus Christ. I'm only condemning your Jesus. I don't say God not there. The word I'm talking about, the reason why I'm doing comparison For you to know that being that it has been written that it's in the word of God. It's in the book of life. This thing you feel I'm saying. I'm trying to make it read to you that it's not my word. If at all, my consciousness, I have it inside of me. It was written somewhere and it's a normal life we are supposed to live. And what does God say in that Isaiah chapter 4 verse 6? He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. He said, be that you are rejected knowledge. He said, he have also rejected you, and you can no longer be a priest to him again. Say, rejected you and your children. That's what he said. That is to say, the knowledge today you don't have about something is going to make you perish and make your generation perish. That's why the decisions some fathers take in this Europe is what affect their children, because they were not intelligent enough to know about what was happening. That was why they gave their children out for people to be given. I think Spain right now, they are already making preparation, or they are going to trip up the mandate. Hispanic is a fulefu, some of them. Are you going to come out today and say, new thing, 2S1 Buenchico? You won't say it. But what about the insult you gave to me? What about the nonsense comment and the passion you caused on me? Who is right today? Why are they not taking it away? Come and tell me. Why? Okay, who is now the most intelligent person? Who is not the most intelligent person? Look at where your education lands you. Look at where your education lands you. All they do, instead of them to, I say, now some of those people hand me for no Sammy, we no longer marry. I'll also learn from you. The very day anybody stop learning, that very day you start dying. I learn every day by day. All those are studies. It would have cost me months to go and be going to Senegal and all of other. Even the very guy I'm talking about, show his picture right now. What do you tell me for? He said me, your women all look tall like Weibo. Fool. This is something I'm proud of. This is something I'm proud of. Everybody is proud of it. Now, he say one mock me now, waiting, I don't feel you my mouth, they talk. May tell you say some people now suffocated. I just look at now, well, no need for me to start wasting my time for this idiot. I would have published his picture. He called a Homeland Security. He called a UK. He was go so. So before you make problem with people like me, make sure you have potentiality. Woman, they intelligent to waiting. Your education, your ECMOMA cannot save you. Because I'm going to rubbish you. I will use your word against you. Imagine, you are using the name of Ogun. You are using Jesus at the same time. Ogun, okay, everywhere I set me down, you water. I'm a president Ogun. Me even swearing the Ogun. He showed that I believe on it. He came and also started attacking me. This is what if father set up. Oh, now I'm on Robi. This is what they do. The other person's ancestors is better than your own. Yeah, when I went to the world. But the narrative they set, even when you were not there, they set up this narrative to kill your father. They said, okay now, Oibo, why did they? They've already have this mind that Jesus Christ came to come and die 2,000 years ago. That's the narrative you carry. Why did they still came? When did they exile your father to America? When did they sold your forefather into slavery? When? It was even after the Jesus they acted. Why their mind not touch them that time and say, what you know want to do so, no good. They never know the word that time. Who waited Jesus Christ in that arena? After they found out that we must use this thing to conquer Africa. They've gotten all what they have. They've gotten the riches in Africa. Who the Queen of England in Africa? And have the future. Because people are not intelligent. That's why people will start celebrating nonsense. A normal Kenyan celebrate. As someone that killed your forefathers is what you are celebrating. You show that you're going to your school is a waste. A waste, you know. Now, these are the same people that will say they can do what in truth crowd are threatening them. What you cannot do. Tell me what you can do. And let me begin to mention things and things I can do. I have no master. God is my master because I'm naturally intelligent. I remember those days, my late father, blessed memory. You may Gado Wana. Gado Wana is a here and I. So, intelligent, there are some women today, they did not know how to read and write. They don't have qualification. But that's what the women are going to do. Or the women need to be good. There are women today. They don't have a certificate, but they can't quarrel again. Why there are people who come and speak? There are most of you here that is watching right now. What you can do, Genevieve cannot do it. Or Motola cannot do it. But you so downgrade yourself, not knowing that there is something God has blessed you with, which they don't have. They don't have morals. Anything they do, what they know what of it. But what makes you to be in husband's house today? Because of Iroro. So for those of you underestimating yourself, now because I don't go to school, shut up your mouth, don't say it again. What's saying? I say no, Wole Soyinka cannot stand me now. What that Wole Soyinka created? Create cultists that's killing themselves today. Has he be able to amend it? That's the legacy God will believe behind them. Create a union for students to start killing themselves. So don't always underestimate yourself. You are still far better. You are still far better. Education is what make a lot of people today. And you go say, no, my pikin don't call Lambo. Imagine your pikin will just grow 17 years all the time we're all there. Wait till your spirit don't already tell you, then you show that you were never a human being. How are we going to work? Your child only know technology. You are still more intelligent if you know what you are doing. Because though we not play wagon, the binocular wagon ba. Person we don't take for this life, don't hold, and person we don't work out, they be almost the same thing. Now, meno loto la webo, ku when I fly in re, the experience I got in Agades, also university cannot give it to you. Now, do you know our mode of banking money those days? Only samaga banking oyi. Even a bandini we sell such you Europa. That is an experience. Or man only flat is going to know it. Now, how do people now get the level of Wadoge man if mu nana near those tagbe emane mweki Nicole ki because this is for my do people. Me am moyi. How this am moyi. Me an aloe. They learn it from root. They learn it from root. At times, nature will teach you something you can never get from any university in life. If you watch most of the things I do say here, I've ever tell you one day say my teacher say, your teacher is just to teach you and pass to the next class. But there are a lot of things you will inherit from your father. Your father always use it to correct you most of the time. If I'm talking right now, a lot of people, they are not even, someone wrote here the other day now, the book of Proverbs 22 verse 28. Removal of the ancient landmark. But I charge him up right now, go and read. Most of you today, you are not a scholar. Most of you today now, you cannot hold debate. No graduate can stage me in a debate. Ikeri esagbe basamu. Ya imwari Jeremiah mighty boy. Imwari Revelation. Revelation mighty boy. Imwari Ezekiel. Ezekiel mighty boy. Imwari First Timothy. First Timothy maybe uwe. Maybe Second Timothy agbo. If First Kings is magbo. Every Second Kings is magbo. What about First Corinthians maybe uwe? Every second is magbo na. In all, una eugbe imwari malaka. That's why the Bible says, it says, study to show yourself approved. A workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Are you seeing it today in our society? You don't see it. But they said they are educated. Where is education today? And the education you had, why are you not using it to impart the society where you belong to? All this grammar that we are speaking, people formed it. Did you have your? I have my own grammar today. A state of here where we are grammar in Meno. How does Oba Yagmo became a grammarian? Always see on a year. Oya Buja ya belebo. Nene me agua planner. At the end of the day, or Mami Robafiangua. It's just a matter. All this is just to conglomerate some certain atmosphere. That's why at times I speak some. Just to keep body and soul together. What will tell you where anybody Maria Zen. If I tell you where you are in the state of Jagaduism, what Jagaduism where name there? If you know you manokmano, if you know ma huiasi, only a Jagaduism. What state of where we are so where we are living another or sent near the tower of we are. If you are in that state, what did you expect you are going to become? So what if you stand up to start doing anything at all? Try and create your own narrative. Nothing like your own narrative. Create it. The world we are living today, and what a lot of people show, because they are only educated, they are not intelligent. That's why they couldn't be able to find out the meaning of ancestors, the meaning of a Nikao, and the meaning of their forefather. They feel the ancestors is Juju, while a Nikao is Juju with the Oba Palace. That's what they feel. The narrative that was set up that no, you don't talk. Why? Because they use it to oppress our fathers. Shall we continue saying so that the grace of God may be abound? He said, God forbid. And these are the same society we are also fighting to live for our children, because we are not intelligent. Intelligence is real now. A man with his real consciousness is somebody that is intelligent. Our men and men are an intelligent person. He may not be speaking fluent English, but give him time to dissect whatever statement he's making. You will get it clear. So education is just one way. Just go to school, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, S, M, O, N, E, O, P, Q, W, then you just talk off over. Agbo Malaika live in town like one of those where, you know, all the way just education, making you try to read. Then the intelligence will now make you to know, is Agbo Malaika's real still in town of Lagoon, or it was just a story? It was a story to tell you so many things about Agbo Malaika, because there was character about Agbo Malaika. Either they are trying to tell you that Agbo Malaika was the town of Lagoon. Look at the study we are studying. But look at how Agbo Malaika later died in the river because of his carelessness. Now, you cannot carry Agbo Malaika in your head, still be feeling today, Agbo, you are still teaching your children, you are still saying Agbo Malaika live in the town of Lagoon. You are not to change the narrative. The picture of what you are trying to show your child is not what matters. Because Agbo Malaika, he may be in California right now. He's no longer in the town of Lagoon. That to say some of the stories. A lot of people will say, I'm looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Jesus Christ is no longer in the cross. If at all, look for where he is right now. Focus unto heaven, where he is, if at all you want to live. That all these are just characters. Like what I told you, that it was intelligent that made me to know. Was it not intelligent? Did your father ever one day tell you, say, because most of our fathers, they were not intelligent enough. That's why they couldn't find it out. Most of this narrative, you are to now explain it to your children, or digest it by yourself. Digest it. That's the way it is. So if you want to continue doing one thing and you are expecting the different result, it's a story. It will never happen. It will never happen. So all those narratives you saw those days, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But look at the people that want first live. How did they live? That's why today the world is taking a different dimension. If you are not ready to change along with the changes, my dear, you are on your own. You are just on your own. And you have nobody to blame for it. Now, having the faculty of reasoning, I told you before, you can also be in a state of faculty of difficulty, of the acrobatic state. All those are my English. Now, I'm a faculty of science. What is faculty? Is it not here we say? With that guy get reasonable faculty. Now, another thing for intelligence again is that having the faculty of reasoning and understanding, processing intelligence. Now, with what I'm telling you right now, you can see the way it ran with the book of Jeremiah. 3 verse 15. He said, I'm going to give you a pastor. He didn't say that I'm going to be using the blood of Jesus. What you are hearing from here today is to give you an insight. I might not be able to 100% tell you the way we want it, but when I might be giving you a preamble. I may set a goal for you where you go. That's why most of all the teachers that teach us in school, I found out that we are more intelligent than most of them. Data you school by now, wait at the school, and nobody you know going first in the class. Because he no key. What seems to be difficult for us before, today is no longer difficult. One, I've been able to know that the story of Agbo Malaika living in town of Lagoon was a story. Now, Mr. Jones of the Animals Farm, or where all animals are equal, but that some are more equal than the others. There is a narrative they try to bring out there. So everything, there is a narrative that follow it. Now, this blood of Jesus, which narrative they follow? Are you really going to start really using it to perform miracle, or you're just trying to learn some certain characters How a friend can help a friend. How someone will be so compassionate for other people. That's what it means. The blood have nothing to do. Some of the character rhyme with your character. But the way they now brought it to you, no human women problem. The blood is going to save you. It is a character. Tomorrow people might write about me. Look at how anything will come out and be vibrating. So say, or when they do some car broker, he go remove the cap again. That is to say, someone can be having passion to rescue. Look at Moses. We learn from his character. Is Moses really going to come and pick us away from here right now, took us to our promised land? No, we learn from his character. That's the thing of God, how the things of God look like. So we want to see everything. A prayer they pray in a book, you expect to work in your life when you are not even putting yourself in line for it to work. You are not putting yourself in line. Look at the people we are celebrating today. They only have education, they don't have intelligence. Now, nobody gives you information of what's coming. Today, you were following a man, you gave him all your money. But what did he have in return to give to you to replace it? Any of my followers, any of my members that took this Olode, you are on your own. Because you were having a good master according to how God said it in the book of Jeremiah 3 verse 15. He said, I will give you a pastor that will feed according to my heart, that will feed you with knowledge and understanding. You were having it, but you choose it to do your own. Only hear me, man. I put my life online. I do what nobody have ever done. No Edo person have had the courage to speak the truth the way I speak it. I read. Any character I see right now, once it might die of way. That's what God does. But before the Rena team will be video, he may worry the next class. The book I read those days just to enter the next class. It's like I even found out that it's not going to be relevant. Today it's not relevant. People depend on it. People depend on it. The next class, you know. You have a seven, I will maneuver my way as I fit a commander again. But I know I was having somewhere I was going. No any of my schoolmates today that can stand me as we speak to argue a word with me. Error. Because the grace is very sufficient. There are wisdom God gave to you. That's why we're talking about David before. David was a catapult boy. But when it comes to a time they want to select the king, was it not the same intelligence? When they wanted to nab David, he was already now in the city of Gath. You know Goliath is from Gath. The thing he did by killing their own son, the Philistines, that were Goliath. You know, so they say Goliath of Gath. Goliath is from Gath. So something carried David go that area. He needed a sword to fight. Now the same sword we collect from Goliath, now they give him. So David, the person never knew. But David himself knew, say, these people, they don't already know me now. They feel kill me. He used his own number 6 to act as an imbecile for him not to be killed. That's why if you are even serving this God, you are always using education, you are not using your head. That's why people today, because they don't have it, they are not intelligent. That's why they give their car to the pastors. They sow what they are not supposed to sow. Say you want to provoke heaven. What do you want to provoke heaven? Why not provoke heaven by your works? Provoke heaven little by little. Provoke heaven by even taking a negative decision. Not positive all the time. You want to provoke heaven by saying, put on here, I cover myself with the blood. I cover myself with the blood. I cover myself with the blood. I shall tread upon serpent and scorpion. They will not by any means hurt me. No intelligence. Now it was intelligence that also made Moses to flee from the face of Pharaoh. It is intelligence. How does solving mathematics? They go, education will solve mathematics here. That's why the best legacy, the way you know education to be in Nigeria, that's why today a lot of people, they train their children to university. They don't question their assignment. They don't try their children on their head what they can do. They don't give tests to their children. They don't know how to do assignment with their children. That's why today a lot of people now, they give birth to Dundee abroad. And the same way it is still going to use their children. Because like father, like son. Any person that sees me today, you must give respect to my own father. Or we are taking nonsense. But it's not every of my brother who take that same character. I'm not acting my own. This is my real me. It's my real me. I'm not acting it. I never did a program when they come and do a judging and they come and my warrior daughter. So if my mind is not judging me, I'm doing bad. I have to say what I'm doing is right. It's according to the word of God. So the word of God up pissed him up. I will not be coming here all the time telling you things without telling you the real character you are supposed to exhibit. Then I hear you say, "Wait, Nika of Ikpegi," because the person they are manipulating things. Our God is a spirit. Anyone that must worship God must worship Him in truth, in spirit and in truth. Now, where is not the truth in you? So, if we are living this life tomorrow, what we did is what people are going to remember us for. So, you also said we're going to set up a narrative. So, having knowledge or information or intelligence, having knowledge or information. What information did you have about all of that? You have no information now. Then you want to tell me you are just an educated moron. Educated moron here now. And your English blend plus my own, but no problem. You can speak British English and whatever Finland English. Only COMR. I want bet you one. You see how you fool yourself. So that's why God resisted the proud and given more grace to the humble. If you humble yourself in life, there are a lot of mysteries God will show to you. He will not show it to any persons. The reason why God loved me today, it is because of what I'm doing. I'm not the holiest person. Why did God love Moses? Upon he committed murder at the initial stage. Why did God still call him? Why is God not calling him murderer? So the way you just look things is not the way my God is looking at it. So my God is watching from a different perspective. Why the perspective you are judging from is a wrong perspective. You are judging my action while God is judging my motive. You are judging my action while God is judging my motive. What is motive behind why anything is insulting these people? It's what matters. I'm insulting these people so that they create enabling environment so that people don't just start dying like rats. If any of their children dies, won't they send Ogbalegbe everywhere and go and look for it? They will send Ogbalegbe. Now, why they will put security in the entrance of their estate, while other people have no security? They may go and go when it or allo. If my weakness is going to be very, very terrible. We are overstepping our boundary at times by criticizing what we are not supposed to criticize. That's what we do. We overstep our boundaries. We claim we know too much. If God enter you, they use you. You break protocols. That's what God does. That's why the word of God was supposed to be used for teaching. Look at, is it not 2 Timothy 3:16? Is you to correct, to rebuke, and to make doctrine. That's what the word of God is used for. It's not made for people that believe on a hypocritical way of life. Say the way it is. Spare the rod, you spoil the child. What does Hebrews 12 verse 11 say? He said, no discipline is to be pleasant at the time, but painful. He said, but at the end result, it will yield an harvest of righteousness. What is righteousness? I've told us before now. It's not about going to heaven. It means right standing. Right standing with the constitution. Right standing with your friends. Right standing with the truth. That's righteousness. He said righteousness exalts a nation. That is to say, right standing exalts a nation, and sin is a reproach to everyone. It's our time we start bringing a lot of things out from the Bible. Let that set it. The Bible is not all about your miracle. It's all about a way of life. Which character are you copying from the Bible that makes you to be wayward today? That everybody donated money for you, just for you to make your name and become a stupidity. But you couldn't give out information. When these people need you most, you marry information here. It's Zaza or Lawegbe. It's not all about money. I don't care about monetization. A lot of people, they cannot both to carry my video. They feel where he man and not Wegbe. This is the word we need in this life. They say there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. A lot of people just feel this life is just all about it. It's not all about you. It's not all about you. It's all about the people most of the time. It's all about the people. So if you think where you are not going to change the narrative of yesterday, my dear, You are creating damn bastard a bad environment or society for your children. The system is what we are having problem with today. There is no, if we doesn't change this very system, no leader you will ever elected under this very system, under the jurisdiction that will ever give you good life. That will ever, because the system need to be shut down. Look at the story of Jesus now. He said, not until a grain of a tree go to the ground, he said, you are bad alone. That's why our father, what's the grain of a seed? Mark me. You cut one yam, cut on like this, put on for a short ground. The next thing, in some months' time, he go, that one go roti, bring up another very good harvest for you. That multiplication. That's why I do tell us here, most of us we start shouting, Abraham blesses our man, and blesses the morning, and blesses the evening. What are you giving out that inconvenience you most? Apart from to sow into the life of your useless pastor. Because he tells you lies. How can a pastor in his watch? May tell you say they be mumu. Why have problem with them? How can a pastor worry loaded? A pastor worry loaded. Then you didn't even believe on the word that you have that he will kill the sickness. Today all of them firm. That's why most of them they discourage their member from following me. And their member, if their member follow me twice, and a lot of pastors go to collect slap. People will fight their pastor because of this nonsense they allow them to go and fall into. Because according, if you know that you are trying to make yourself available, you cannot go to that message. Not just answer. No answer the message. Because to be a leader is not easy. Out of the book of John chapter 10 verse 11, he said, I'm a good shepherd, also who are not marking. A good shepherd lay his life down for the sheep. A good shepherd will kill himself because of the sheep. Anytime wild animal is coming to come and take away the sheep, he go dive on. That's how it's supposed to be. Look at them. They are still shouting the blood today. A narrative. But when it now comes for them to add that same narrative, practicalize it, they were nowhere to be found. They only believe in the things of the spirit. Let's come and do it physical, man. Come and debate, comrade Newton. Let me see how you go home in shame. Jesus Christ was going. When Jesus Christ he took boy. He was going. He was going. They are very excited. And today, a church became a ceremonial ground. That they just go to do ceremony. Where you showcase your igele. Where you wear human hair. And wear everything. The word is not coming out from them. Look at the few times I spent social media. I know how many millions of people I saved. A lot of people in Spain today, they took one, they took two. They couldn't go for the third one. A lot of people, they end up their own in one. Why? Because they heard from me. Who did you save? Intellectual. Who did you save? Sophisticated moron. Who do you save? Zombie. Who do you save? But you are a celebrity. How many celebrities in Edo State could save their people? All what they did, they printed out their picture. Go and get say, why are you low there? But today, why are they not scrapping it? Why are they not scrapping it today? Why are they scrapping it? Who is right now? Shame catch all of them. Now so God did shame our enemy. If any person intend to go into wrestling with you, if any person intend to go into wrestling with you, or that's why so far what you yourself is doing, do it well with all your mind. No, don't compromise your value for anything. That's why I will be the last person that will compromise my value. I will be the last person. I will not do that. Irrespective. Irrespective. That's why I say I can support you today as a politician to elect you. Then tomorrow I will be the one to fire you because who God love you change start. Because what I needed from you is not what you are doing. Not what I needed personally. There is a society I want to live. Or till I see it, maybe. Or till I see that society, maybe it's a lot of people feel well, not be like that. Too. It gets some certain people matter. Every open the look and when my matter don't come out for coven. Every one coven pave do. Ari when I'm matuna the cano, Ari Morime. Ari boy and kweku wekeni. That's why today they couldn't kill you now the cano. Why? Because a lot of people stood up and prayed. Our more Supreme Court. Let's see how it goes. Or Maria be one on. The They don't even mention my name for their be. When my me and I were bogbe, they are still alive. Then you are there. Then at your bogbo. What you say suwe? What you say suwe? When I ye fietena. When I mamia bebo yak bebo. If your child is intelligent, know where he will go. No say an answer. A lot of people today, my son just finished up a university. Now that biz at me, apart from that biz at me, he cannot do any other thing. Somebody that is intelligent, he will see you do something today, the next day go do and pass you. That's intelligent. He go see you do something today, tomorrow he go do and pass you. That's intelligent. Somebody called me for a work recently. When I got there, I bring up the machine. But one day do the thing. He said, you think you mean you have it now? I say, I will get another one like this. I get another one like this. He was surprised. How come? Those are people that are intelligent. You always work outside syllabus. If you see a good footballer now, they play all wings. That is, or why a ball now or why act as a defender, or have a defender ball in it. Or the very position. Why some? A 10 or a 10. Umagbe you're down. Where you go. Those people know the rain. How does all these footballers make their make name? They do a track training. Instead of people to put down their head, they don't watch it. Look at all our celebrities today. But your leader couldn't tell you. People are feeling pains as we speak. People are feeling pains inside of them. People are feeling pains. But I could even save their members. Even so, in your home be mental because nobody speak against it. Nobody speak against it. But I was speaking against it. Although there was no tunnel, people mock at me. What's he saying? They started digging me. Not be Spain there. But I know what I was saying. I know what I was saying. I mean what I'm saying. So I'm not the type that will pick up a fight, then you don't. I'll not be psychophancy. I don't believe in psychophancy. If I say this thing is bad, it is bad. So we will not, because of you, and start taking what is bad, we say it is right. It is wrong. We won't do that. So your intelligence will make you go far in life, while your education will make you stagnant. Because people that are educated, they don't ask questions. If I saw going to imagine school where good school, you get sense past all those idiots. Look at some girls today, some boys today. You know they know say they don't go school. You know they show. But all it is get away to the runner. All it is get away to the runner. And though I'm a name I can see good. This thing animal will not get it. He get away if they run rich is so good. Now wait to be good go and go it. I don't go school, so don't ask me about what is so good. I think I'm your way. That fruit where they produce ogbono. You don't eat the ogbu, then the seed go still give you ogbono. Woman not draw on you. So that's it. He said now animal will not get it the fed the reader. Why? Because he want to start going early. Because the hurry they doing thing, So in order get understanding. People don't want to understand anything. They just believe, no, I've read it. It takes somebody that do research to understand what's happening. Intelligent people, if they fall now, they must get up again. Can't do that same thing. Why people that are educated, just do and finish for there. The education is just a matter of, it was something that you need to go through it to just test your capability in life. It's not about what you can put down. It's all about what you can bring out from your head. A lot of people, they are very good in writing. But when it comes to using head, they can't. There are some boys today now, under normal condition, a readable man is supposed to know how to paint. How are you supposed to know? If you just see them, they do and you don't go do and be that. Because you know whether you are going to tape doors, how you want to protect the door, make a paint no stain. You don't need to learn that one. How you want to cover, how you want to hold the brush. But what you only learn, if you want to combine maybe colors together. Maybe as the teacher for school that time, yellow plus white can give you this. Black plus this can give you that, But all that thing, now you go put things right by yourself. If I start up this thing like this, it go work. A lot of people now, because they are not intelligent, they will go learn sewing for 10 years, then you go as a suit. Why there are some of our hairdressers today, nobody teach them. Some people go buy these, let me call it, what do they call it, teddy bear, this head, this thing. Now so they learn. The hairdressers that are doing well today, they know, they not talk say they don't learn work, they go to learn work. Because this is inbuilt in you. You are not naturally creative. You are naturally intelligent. You are just here and you begin to do it. If I see you they do anything about construction now, once I don't see you, you better your time I don't see you. You are going to see me do better than tomorrow. I may not have seen the way you miss the material before. Okay, now this one they combine. Because everything ahead. There was many people called Hodinive, Aplon. Me and my friend that year, we will put regularly. That power they take a line. We'll put on. You go put your me, you can go put my own. Then later, you can go put plum. You want to test your capacity for brain. Then you can use plum, take test time. You will be saying that small, take come on because that spirit level, that water level, you know. All those are lies. So as a woman, as a man, it is good you are intelligent. Don't just be educated that I finish in a card law and it ends there. Find other things you can do with your head. Question the law of narrative. This thing is happening. Let your consciousness tell you, this is so, the way it be so. How was I able to know what's happening? You will feel that somebody they call out. If person call me down. Nobody called me. I was just in the same situation like you. Every one of us, because a lot of people right from time, even more people today that later fall a victim of this very nonsense that is happening. The truth need to be said. They were never interested from the beginning. But me myself, I was interested from the beginning. Please let's be in solidarity with these same people that's having problems. But until when I miss, God called me and said, "Newton, this thing is fake." I start hitting them. It's all about the 5G network. Up to today, if not me, people would have taken the third one. Why some other bloggers, they were advertising it? They were advertising it. Now, why is the world today, as we speak, New Zealand, they are doing protest, the same thing that happened in Ottawa yesterday. I've been there for yesterday it was there for yesterday in Canada. They declared state of emergency. The people right now, they want Justin Trudeau to leave. It's no longer the mandate again. People are fighting for their own life. What are you fighting for? Make sure you go work. Now you have children. A man that may feed that love his children, minus your personal care you are going to be giving to them inside the house, also fight for a better society. Because if they live inside the house, for example, if they go outside, if the society is not good, something may happen to them. That's why today every one of us, we want to carry our children abroad. We want our children to be in abroad. Because what? People fight for the society. Intelligent people fight for a society. Why the educated ones, you know, they build their houses in their country because it's not concerned them, because they cannot think. So if Bible have supported anything, which is the word of our forefather, then I came here, try to make you understand, talking about it, also go and do your findings about life. All what I'm telling you right now may not be 100%. I'm not claiming it's perfect here. But in my only 2 ways, I guess I'm trying. I might be giving you a preamble. You go and do more study about it. Also come here tomorrow. Put it in your comment. I can also learn from your comments. Not only go and look for work. Go and sleep. Imagine somebody telling me, go and sleep in the afternoon. That to say you are not serious. You are be graphene. Man. Write better thing. Argue the word I'm saying. Like that person now go not there for overborn you. Who will buy it and idiot in it. That is not telling me I'm using Jesus with Ogun. The Ogun is even more remote than the Jesus. The Ogun is even more because Jesus is like Gwivo and Agboma Letali Vitan of Lagoon. Because you came and meet the same narrative, you felt it's okay because you answered Osalobayo. Because the mention God put. That's why today now a lot of people will say Osaloba no giver. Because all these are stupidity. All these are just stupidity. People are practicing, just trying to show their kind of stupidity. There are things you don't need to do. Now, they will carry you from here, put you the other side. Carry you from here, put you the other side. If you doesn't have your real consciousness, My dear, you will not learn anything. That's why most of you today, you would have not, because of who you follow, because what you follow will determine what will follow you. What you follow will always determine what will follow you. We became a victim today because of what we follow. You cannot expect to sow cassava and reap up cocoyam, because whatsoever a man soweth, that is what he reap. It's in Galatians 6 verse 7. So if I'm using the word, I'm not using the word to mislead you, rather than I'm trying to compare it with the one you have in your mind and what we are seeing in society. Does it rhyme? Does it rhyme, yes or no? That's the question. Now it's right here. I was telling my bros in Madrid, Wamana celebrate me with Spain. I should be celebrated. I should be celebrated because I know when we are no time where we danger the us you way. It's your friend. That person was not who collect from Peter and had the 100,000, 80,000, 20,000. Somebody that gave out information. Somebody that paid the almost sacrifice. I did what nobody have ever done. I took the risk. I took the risk, both day and night. But you may not value it. But if I did not save you, I may save somebody from your family. I may not save you, but I save somebody from your family. Because why? I choose to speak the truth out. Go and look at various patriots. What does patriot does? They fight to defend the constitutions of God also. And that's how our pastor is supposed to be. Our pastor was supposed to be the one insulting the government. Not even me. That's what the word of God is made for. To teach and to direct. And to make doctrines. Emo salobo abaya ewu. Edo we mo salobo adefwa. Demo salobo no tanen defwa. E boga gbori abo dan ori abo. O ma no gun aga ebo ria. Ori awo abi o ma no hunwa ne miria. I can't get it. But I do have a lot of good languages. But I don't know why they allow a lot of idiots to start projecting the image of those. Even the reasonable ones, they are hiding. And you don't know that when the intelligent people keep quiet, the society will go down. That's what we are experiencing today. You think you go to school, you know what he's doing, some of them they don't know what they are doing. A man that know what they are doing, there are a lot of things, even when people are doing it. Grumble, you body teshuan. That was why people were still with Obaseki. They count me as the enemy. They went and collect envelope. I leave the envelope for them. But I went on it. On my swing. Because a boy can body able. I ain't a boy. Or man not going on. But what about the person, the custodian of those evils? The person that perpetrating the evil have not done bad, but somebody that don't reveal it out. If, for example, now somebody say, "You betray me," a betray is a pain. Why? Because somebody you never expected. It comes from someone you never expected. That's going to betray you. That will become betray. If it's a normal deal, now the Bible says, "By their fruit you shall know them." Or meran non la dianveran. Oh, I am on river. At the time you see a palm tree producing mango, you look at the mango and say, no, this one is not palm tree or marijuana. But if that mango fell from a mango tree, you will know that this is a mango tree. So that's it. A lot of people right now, they don't question whether the fruit that fell from that tree, whether the tree is the one producing the fruit. They don't care. All they just do, that's the life a lot of people live. But for me, I have to very often do comparison with what this person stands for, what the tree stands for. This is not how it's supposed to be. That was why in the book of Mark, what did Jesus, according to the story, cause the fig tree? He caused the fig tree because the fig tree refused to produce. Now, if I cause any entity because they are not doing what they ought to do, and someone must definitely correct the narrative. And who was Jesus? A 33 years old boy talking where Methuselah is. Talking where a lot of Igbo people is. Herod were there as a king. This other man were also there as a king. All of them were there. But a 33 years old boy who started his ministry 30 years, he was not the one telling them that to say, Get it clear right now. Change this narrative in your diet to say, someone will come tomorrow who will also come and tell our elders, which I'm saying right now, what is bad about that? Me, I'm not even performing miracles. But now we go for now we have even me time away, they know man down away. It's not that most of you are it have eaten you deep inside that you must be wicked. It have eaten you so deep that on no account will you ever do good in your life. Because you answer down, if I ever do good, because it's a narrative. The area where you turn it, they want to make sure they kill you with it. Or man no riavo. Or wait a boy riavo. Or man no guan riavo abi or man no women no riavo ni. I can't get it. And those people let be very, very fast to hear and be slow to speak. Some kind of narrative we are setting. That is una just some of them they do like mumu. How can your language is there? What you are doing today, first of all, compare it. You are calling somebody an enemy. How is he an enemy? Is he the one performing the act? A nogie that sold land to Fulani, having cow that is not making Fulani to be in a community, eating our crops. Then if somebody, because of the nogie's position, nobody will ever talk to the person. How is he going to change? How is he going to change? So it's only stupid people that call people Ogyomba. Intelligent people will not do that because you have to figure out things. What makes this person to be the enemy? Look at what they castigated this man for. Trying to give a responsibility to his own father. He might have done the right thing in the wrong manner. But he should be forgiven. You don't waking me up of my responsibility. You don't waking me up of my responsibility. In case of next time. But the guy were boggled. And people start coming out. Up till now, a stigma is there. Nobody cares. Huh? Nobody cares. Then these are the same people that will come tomorrow and say, Dolevo Sioba. Without me telling you the truth of the event in Osuno, there's going to be misconception. Then if I come out and tell you, how am I going to tell you the truth? Am I going to be laughing? As someone must have to say it. Even though you use commentators talk their own, something no sooner more sooner. But one thing I'm thanking God for. God, I thank you for the graphenoxide. God, I thank you for the spike proteins. That was why Noah, God made covenant with Noah. He said, on no account, I will not destroy this earth again with water. But I'm going to destroy these people with their stupidity. That's why for the people's stupidity and their education have landed them in a state which I call a state of resonantia magnetica. But upon, I would never selfie with my word. I was only pushing it out. I don't care whoever it may concern, whether you are my follower, I not do this thing for my platform one day. Come to Facebook and hear my word. I don't want people to start saying, well, they gossip for a platform. I never put it there. Ask anybody in my platform, I don't put it there. If Facebook and let's go and rock it outside. I don't make go gossip. I said to God be ease. To God be ease. A transformation one. You live in this life where you are paying light B and go to a different direction, you no longer pay light B again. So that is life. These are the same people that set up narrative as if death is one kind of big deal. Death is not one kind of big deal. You are just resting right now, going to another reign. You are leaving this sinful world, going to another place entirely. No more life be, are you monitor where? Nobody called phone on you again. Where do I mean liberty? But your services will not depend what you are going to be making use of that side. But they tend to bring Christianity as if death is one kind of big thing. And another story again you learn from the story of Jesus. It will tell you that a friend can die for a friend. The first detention I went for in Testamiro police station, which is a Ogida this in Ore Testamiro police station, it was a fact of a friend. I said it one day here. That's some of the things Jesus Christ did. He said when I was in prison in the book of Matthew, he said you visited me not. When I was in the hospital, I didn't see you. He said one of the least of the brethren will not ask, Jesus, when were you sick that we visited you? He said, what you do in midst of my brethren, such you do to me. What you say? What say? I'm your senik bogui. I'm your senora. or senikbo gwin oro, wajebe yo gwin ekbo any, ujebe yabe. Ujebe kae, ujebe mien. Or everywhere. That's it. So why there are friends that it is good in everything, that it is a multi-talented friends. Anytime you call him, if you call him, escort me to tap, he will escort you down there. Escort me to go and see my babe, he will escort. It is good in all ramifications. If he meet you routing Gary, flying Gary, he want to also give you a helping hand. Please, get set on that, but you cannot get around or make him marry. That's the kind of friend that we need. That's why I don't need too much people around me. If you even look at the story of Jesus, apart from the billions, he was having 12 disciples. But inside that 12 disciples, there were other disciples. Read the book of Matthew 27, verse 58. I think verse 58 or 57 there. When Pilate, this guy, John the Arimathea, went and met Pilate and said, give me the body of my master, according to the story. He was not mentioned as one of the 12, but he was also the disciples. And he was rich. He met Joseph the Arimathea. Joseph the Arimathea used his own money, according to the story, buy some part of the rock. He dig it. He put Jesus there and he rolled in the grave. So not being the buried Jesus, it was a human being that buried him. That is to say, at times, when you are down, the people you never expected to come to your rescue. If you not soon that Jesus, or soon that Jesus Christ was on top of the sea. When he was to go to Judea, he might be on top of the sea for 14 hours. A miracle happened there. Among the 12 in the book of Luke 22 verse 3, Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus. Someone also betrayed him. They planted an evil person who was one fair good. Satan enter into this lady. He become Bogbakamaka. But today my life does not stop me from my ministry. So that's it. All these are just narrative. When it happens to you, know the one first happened before. Now, where do I? Or where is Yegba Yako? Is Yegba Yawe Magbona? Wagi Maziegba Gbon Heten. Osani Magago Gajimare. Eri Dede Miamiagoma Koma Nore. I don't think, I believe I'm right. Those are the things. So when you are going through a lot of process of time in life, that's why the Bible is there. You look at Joseph. Joseph never give up upon himself. You look at Sarah and Hannah. When they were time in their life, they were passing through difficult time, barrenness. So you compare it. Also today, maybe your fathers and your mother, you also see how they look. A lot of people, beneath people name on Awu today, it is because a lot of things have happened. They have lost a lot of children, so miscarried, or I will be your name, even sooner, or I don't be away. Or don't name me on Awu because I never want that child to die again. Automatically, he has taken a drastic decision. Cannot do will not do or Nagiwu. That is how it happens. That is how it happens. But it must not have to be that. Oh, I mean, life has not been a magic right from time. You reap what you sow. Look at the book of Matthew 5 verse 7. He said, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Afiagbe no no koma ni no make it to handama. All we have a role, we have no make it to handama. Did that it? At the time you read it around with your spirit, it gives you now encouragement. You have to continue to do the physical work you need to do, the good work you need to do. Every good thing you have used to doing before, it gives you encouragement to carry on that. On a very good day, you will reap what you sow. If the word can make me to reap what I've sown, always pray for me to reap what you sow. We get that here, but any man, and we call our in the asset name of ancestors of Allah. Where we have it here, any man. Let the opening, we are here be able to the enemy. What I will no call our. Let me see if I will not be the richest man in those states. I will be the richest man in those states. Because I can best question what I've sold. I know about the seed I've sown. That was why in that book of Matthew 13 verse 25. He says, so I went to the sea to go and sow seed. He said, the enemy came and sowed tares along the wheat. Now, what happened? Because the owner of the farm, another day again, the servant called him and said, Master, was it not good seed we planted? How come about the tares among the wheat? He said, the enemy might have done this. It is always good you take recognition of everything you are doing in life. So that when the reward is to come, either for good or for bad, you can better recognize it. Hezekiah could take notice of his good deal. That was why when God sent prophet Isaiah to go and meet Hezekiah in the book of Isaiah 38 verse 1, he said, thus said the Lord that this sickness is going to lead unto death. After Isaiah have left delivering the message, the Bible says Hezekiah turned his back against the wall and prayed and said, God, check my record. Because he have the receipt of every work he have done. Which work are you doing? Rather than you just hate duty for nothing sake. You just hate duty. All you know how to do now to get before nothing. Because you don't trouble a man that they don't trouble you. Even our people that is doing SAG at times are not the cause, they are not get BB for them. If they know they SAG most of all these internet fraudsters, it would have been another thing, and the person is helping you. You don't know. I work properly. Don't really think people, you just have this one kind of mind from one perspective. Most of these people you see that, hey, if they bring a dope boys down, my dear, you don't know, because these people, they are criminals. Why they not pass this lane when me pass? Why they not fight Omicron? Why they not fight Delta variant? Why they not fight them? Because it was not relevant. They are the one they allure you today. Where you are. Most of you were control sugar. They are the one that allure you to it because they never love you. They always go for cheaper ones. They only go for cheaper ones. So these people fighting them, you feel they are your enemy. The hatred you have, a lot of you today are going to because the hatred you all have for your co-human being who are hate man with passion. Or see and that's why you must go down for these other people to ride. It is not every fight somebody picks. You have to always cause always when who said? Criminals everywhere. How do we start having bad government today? Because nobody talks to them. Though I've never experienced a young activist like me who said the way it is. Because me rewe bobu wewe me. Wa we no mu de wa so ugbo we no din. Ugbe no kpo giver. Owo kan wewe wu yo wa o. So kuma ka emini mewu iwe na do yaria. Iwe no ya lagoda owe because we want to take too much food away from your mouth. If I know way I when I circulate as like quality we when get ajebirio. If not that you use am to pay. But people do not want to judge you from that perspective. Men we mo man see we are there now. Oga kin vekenije. Not be money be everything. He walk by the begumegwani ha. He has a yo now. You thought you bok by the raw me face intimidation. It can't happen. Why you should know hey? It can't happen now. He just have o do wa no kwa ke woni re now. Ebo. Montamo it come on tira pa ya. Come on here. You dey come on here. Are you mad? He go come on too. Because the head is the Lord, the fullness thereof. Because what he told you people, wherever the soul of your fish are set upon, you possess your possession. And you are facing racism. What are we saying? So please, not carry the hate anybody because of your leader. Yeah, wait to show more like Bell. I have a reason for say talk Bell. Today look at those that we are still tying road. When are we going to finish tying road? If those roads have been tied, will you still be tying road? But Oshomole was the bad governor. Wait till Oshomole put for ground World Basket they destroy. But you don't have sense because you are not intelligent. You don't have sense. The system is what is we are having as a problem. So the trumpet will sound and your system will change. So all these evil government, evil leader, evil kings here and there who fold hand and see their people dead anyhow, all those thrones will be destroyed. A tune work by. So where you well make enough to tell me because this very old fact you are saying is more than the way you are taking it. God is interested to feast up this earth because the original purpose of God in your life, God wants to see it. God is tired of seeing the dope people grow up and come to Bamako Lotodiewebo. God is tired. God is tired. Even your ancestors in the Nikao, they are tired. But the kind of a Nikao you have, I guess is different from my own. It's different from the one I believe in. No, we believe that anybody can die. So far, the person will be custodian or tired, not tired. No. Those are the 24 elders in heaven. They have their use. They have their use. But today, You are carried here, you are carried there. The book of James, he said a double-minded person is unstable on his way. A lot of people today, they are double-minded. That's why they cannot be stable anywhere below face. Where you are here, but maybe you way. Mola Diana would marry you. The upper second is supporting a review. Why? Because he ain't danger. Where man is one. Dan only soon wunani. Look how you just died because you hate nothing for nothing. And any of you that hate me, graphene that dog boy. If you hate me, my you way. I don't want my rock with me by rock, but I make my way. My making now be. He marry Osa. Who went and tower hating any. A graphene that dog boy. Who got soon who were the never. I will not pass soon with the never. Where the never wow. You are a man who is just trying to see the best he can to make sure we have a better society. As a patriot, we stand to defend the constitution and the right of the people. That's what patriots does. So I'm not collecting money from you, bring. Or when I recharge your phone in myself, internet 10 euro. Internet 10 euro. Which maybe each video is 1 mega and 1 giga 0.5. Maybe that 10 euro card now will give you almost about 5 video. Because it doesn't use the internet at home. It's only when I come out. Maybe the Mary Lucina always say 1 euro and 30 cents in giga or 140. Then people are trying to see the best way they can contribute. Do you think all the... That's why the master you always hate in school most of the time, you don't know their subject. Being that you hate me, the word of God I carry will not help you. Always Suleiman or here, me Andrew where fake miracle here and there. None of them talk about the word. Look at Jeremiah today. A lot of you are still assuming it's not the great research. You are arguing. Even when the word written down the Bible is playing. When is it going to play? When is it going to play? So I want to appreciate every one of you. God bless you all for tuning in. God bless you, Steve, for tuning in. You know, I told you before now that we are in this together. We are in this together. God will keep every one of you. For those of you that share a video. For those of you that love what I'm doing because you are intelligent. God will bless you. God will multiply your intelligence. God will multiply. The blessing that is in the Bible will follow you. Every good blessing that is in the Bible will follow you. As many of you that share a video, God will also bless you. Why you man? Why you man? In the name of the ancestors of our land. So please, let's be very, very careful these days. They talk about zombie CDC. They talk about it in their website, but nobody reads. So anytime I bring out information, if you like, you do research about it. They talk about zombies that the armies, they are already preparing them so that they train up themselves on how they are going to contain zombies in the street later in the day. So I thank God for our ancestors who gave me the power despite the discouragement. I put in my best in this very media to liberate everyone, not only for my brother, not only for my sister, not only for my siblings, but to everyone. I pronounce up the word out there. The one that believe. So we cannot save everybody. We can't save everybody. That's the fact. So today is on the 8th, Tuesday, February 2022. So for those of you that want to call us at times, our telephone number is +34 631 056 284. +34 631 056 284. So that's our number. So for counseling, you can call. For people that have conversated with me, I'm not the type that love for me. So I'm just like you. Only way I make myself available today, that way God has made me able. So good everyone, and God bless you all. Ciao.